Hello guys, my name is Marco. I look like a mess right now, but I'm like, whatever. Yeah, so there's that. So what I want you guys to do right now is to get your drinks. Anything that gets you excited, gets you motivated. To me is coffee. Got this glass cup from Starbucks. I love these type of cups. I think they look really great. Amazing. Also the metal straw, because I found out that if I use a straw, I have a less likely chance of getting my clothes, dirty or wet or whatever. Accidents do kind of happen. But you can get anything. Tea, it could be anything that gets you excited, pumped, and whatever. Because, being excited and pumped, it's really important when it comes to productivity and stuff like that. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a DIY custom neon lights. Now, neon lights are one of those things that personally me, I think they're amazing. They look great. The problem is that they're very delicate, and the price tag is really big. So there's those two things that I don't like about it. Other than that, they're great. Now, I am going to show you guys how to make neon lights. Now, one thing I will give you guys a disclaimer: neon lights are actually much more brighter than this method I'm going to show you guys how to do. There's that. Okay, but they are bright. But just neon lights are a little bit more brighter because they're neon lights. Note that. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna need is the lights, the neon lights. Now, on YouTube and videos and stuff like that, they did show this type of light, which is it's a rope neon light thing, which I think it's great. The problem with it is that it's a little bit more into like the smaller and the thinner side. So that really does suck because neon lights are not like that. And also the brightness of it, they look good, but if you wanted to brighten up like your face or something like that, get that aesthetic shot, these are not going to be good for that. So there's that. So I ended up upgrading or optimizing to this type of light, as you guys see right here. Now, I will have a link in the description where you guys can buy this light. I bought this at AliExpress. I bought mine on red. They do have multiple other colors, so there's that. But you do need to know that mine, I believe it was like 4 meters or something like that. And so there's that. Now, if you are gonna make wording, like if you're gonna make words that are really more longer, you will need more of it. Need to understand, once more lengthy you get, the more expensive it is. So mine cost me 600. Mine cost me 16 bucks, and it was like 4 meters on red. They do have other colors, so there's that. So once I got these type of lights, which look pretty cool, now I need a frame, right? The place that I'm gonna put these things. And yes, you can put them in the wall if you want to, but if you want to move it somewhere else because you don't like the direction, having a clear frame will really work well. So there's that. So what I did is that I went to a thrift store and I got this picture frame that's right here. Now, I won't recommend getting glass just because it's heavier and also is bound to break if you don't take care of it. So there's that. So I decided to get this picture frame that is, plastic. Now, you can buy plastic sheets online, but I ended up doing this because I feel like this was more cheaper to find at a thrift store, costing back around $3. So there's that part. Once I got those two things, okay, the picture frame and the light, now I need something that I'm gonna be able to kind of put the neon lights on the thing. So one of the things that I got was this, which is a Gorilla double-sided glue thing, which is great. It worked for me. Once I bought the light rope thing, it did came with some of these, which these ones feel like they're a little bit better because I don't know, I feel like they are a bit better, and I would recommend using this. But the reason why I didn't, because then I have to delay this video, and I don't want to do that. So there's that. But I would recommend doing it. And I'm also going to put a whole bunch of links in the description to all of these things. So there's that part. So once you have those 3 things, then now it's time to create the design. Think about the design you want to make, but at the same time, you really think about how much like of the light rope do you have, because that's really is important. Okay, so the first thing I did is that I grabbed the picture frame that was the plastic picture frame, put it there. And after that, I got myself a piece of paper. Now make sure that the paper is the exact same size as your picture frame, but I mean like not the frame itself, but like the plastic clear thing. So I put that on top. Now after that, I started sketching out the design that I wanted to make. So I started out with a highlighter because a highlighter tends to be a lot brighter. So then I could just be messing whatever. And if it doesn't work out that much, I'm going to go ahead and give it another darker color. So once I decided to come up with a sketch, I ended up using a pencil to kind of make it be like, okay, maybe this is going to work or something like that. So there's that. Then I finalized it with a permanent marker. Now, the word that I made was actually that I came up with is wild. I like the idea of wild. Originally, I was going to do something else, but the problem is that in order to do the other thing that I wanted to do, it ended up, I needed more of that like, which kind of sucks, but there's that. So I came up with the word wild. So once I got done doing the whole sketch thing, now what I wanted to do is remove the frame from the picture frame and make sure I only have the clear plastic part. And then what I'm going to do is that the sketch that I did, I put it underneath it. Now if you're gonna use markers, wait until it gets dry because you want it to, kind of leak under the plastic, the clear plastic sheet. So I put it underneath, then I put tape around it because I didn't want it to move. Now it's time to get the neon rope thing and actually start putting it onto the clear plastic. So one of the things that I did is that I grabbed this tape, this blue tape, and I started taping it all the way around to kind of create the design, kind of follow up my design that I made. So that's what I did. And once I got that, I ended up getting because these things are kind of like square, so I ended up cutting them into like long rectangles. And then what I did is I ended up peeling them off, which they were a pain in the ass. And then I ended up peeling off one by one the blue tape and put it in there and kind of like close it in, just for the glue can really bond with the material, with the neon rope and also the clear plastic. And I did that to every single tape that I taped in it. So that's what I did. Update on this. Now this thing started to fall apart. Now I said in the video that I was going to I was using these ones to tape them, and what happened is that they work kind of. They worked when I put them in. But once I started like to put on my wall and stuff like that, they ended up sticking out. So I don't recommend using these Gorilla ones. I don't recommend them. So that's the update. Don't use these. For this, it's not gonna work. So one of the things that I did use is actually this clear masking tape. So there's that. That really worked really well. So yeah. So that's a small little update. I still recommend putting the blue tape on it. Just so it can mold it into like the shape you want, and then one by one removing one and putting the clear tape on it. So there's that. Then once I got all of that done, I waited like a while so it could really be, so it could really do stick in there. And once I got that, okay, once all of that got done, I removed all of the tape carefully. Now there were some pieces that didn't want to stick, so I had to force it in it. So like I said, this thing wasn't great. I would recommend the other thing, but there's that. So once I got done doing that, as you guys noticed, I was gonna spell the word wild. Now when I put the word wild, the W and the I kind of like really they were stuck together because it's gonna be cursive. So what I decided to do is actually get some black electrical wire tape, and I decided to put it in it. You can use this paint if you want to, but like I said, I have an original wording I want to do, so I don't want to paint it, so I ended up using this tape. So I ended up doing this thing on top to kind of create the Y. Also, the letter L kind of went on to being like a roller coaster hoop thing or whatever, but still it looks like it works. So there's that part. Now the other thing I'm gonna do right now is just basically like fill up like the extra that I got left. I'm just gonna fill it up with like electrical tape. So there's that. And yeah, and that's about it. And then I removed the back part of it. And now it's time for me to show you guys the finishing product. I'm actually gonna put it right here because I think it's gonna look really good. One last thing I forgot to mention, which I feel like is very important for you guys to know. When I bought these lights, they did came in plug or something like that. So I would recommend you understand that. That's what it came. I don't know if you can change it. I don't know if there's some other different types that they're not like that. But since I had the universal plug thing, it worked fine for me. So there's that. So all of this, basically, the picture frame cost me like around $3. The lights cost me like around $16. The little strip cost me like around $4 or $4 something. There's that. But nonetheless, I feel like this is an alternative and a more cheaper method for making a customizable neon lights. So there's that. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day, and make sure you guys subscribe because I'm gonna be making much more videos. I don't know when, to be honest, because I do have ideas and stuff like that, but I want to. And there's that. So right now I'm actually gonna put this right here so you guys can see. I am going to give you guys an update from what happened. I put this thing on the wall, everything was great, but then it started falling apart. So I told you guys that you guys can use these, which are the square Gorilla Glue tape glue things. Don't use these did not work. They ended up falling apart, which was kind of like sad. Then as you guys see right here, then after that I started to use this, which is the clear tape, and it did not work. It actually looks really ugly, as you guys can see right here. So there's that. By the way, this paint thing right here is actually on the table. So there's that. So what I ended up doing is that I ended up putting these clips that came with it. Now the reason why I didn't want to use these clips, because there were only 5. I don't know how to use them, stuff like that. But these clips ended up working really, really well. So there's that. And hopefully it stayed, because seems like it would. So there's that. So I put one right here, right here. Basically I put them on places that I knew it needed it, and the other places that kind of didn't need it, like right here. Like right here seems like it's fine. Down areas, I didn't really need to do that. But my recommendation, yes, buy these clips. These clips are great. I'm gonna put a link in the description to buy them. Yeah, so I tried these things and they did not work. This is the best option. So there's that.